Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium here for our third grand final here on Championship Saturday at the North Harbour Softball Association. Great to have you along for the action here. The live action is the Premier Reserve Women's Grand Final now, contested between HBC and the HBC Stigrays and the Bandits Assassins as they've made their way through to the grand final. I'm Jason.chopper.gerbes, aka Chopper, and maybe joined in commentary a little bit later. Stalwart from the HBC side, there's Trevor Smith. We'll find out as we march our way through this match. Let's have a look at the home side for HBC as they take the field here. It'll be Reed Thomas at left field, Kiriana Mai back at centre, Jamie Coughlin will be starting right fielder. Wood would be in the hot corner and Cordwell will be shortstop today. And Hook, Schoonbeck will be starting second baseman. Paige Jackson in first base today. Claudia Twine is behind the dish for Brooke Stevenson. Offensively for the Bandit Assassins here, it'll be Celia Manukia. Manukia will be leading off here. Glenda Unga will be the hitting to the centre fielder. Rachel Young will be catching and hitting in the 3 spot. Jamie Lee Uia will be the clean-up hitter today. Pania Rehana Halford will be at first base. A couple of shirt numbers missing from their lineup, unfortunately. Louise Smith will be hitting 6. Paige Diva will be at 7. Kate McMahon will be hitting 8. And Natu Suyalua, the starting shortstop, will be rounding out the batting order for the Bandits Assassins in the grand final. Should be an outstanding matchup and a game here as we get underway, about to get underway in this match. Brooke Stevenson, the starting pitcher for HBC. In their white uniforms in the field here. Taking on the Bandits with their purple highlight in some of their shirts. Some of the shirts are purple. So kind of a mix and a match, if you like, as we get underway here in the first innings. Hard hit ball. That'll pop into right field for a lead-off single for Celia Manukia. Glenda Unanga will be the next batter now, who will come in to bat. Starting at centre fielder is Glenda. Here in the top of the first innings. First pitch is down and off to the races goes Manukia down to second. So in scoring position early. Expect this game to be a high scorer today. Lots of action. Great to have you along for grand final broadcast. Of course, coming after this one, the big one at 4:30, it'll be the Northcote Gold team taking off the Northcote Maroon team, and the top competition here at North Harbour Softball, the Premier Men's Division.
Full strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
You see Glenda Unga waiting for a delivery, and that'll just go foul. Ground ball to second base will pick up the first out here in the top of the first innings. That'll allow stalwart of the club, Rachel Young, to come in.
On deck, number 3, Jamie Lee
Coach of the Bandits Premier Women's team that played in the NFS this year, went all the way to the grand final.
4-1.
Then also did really well at the New Zealand Club National Championships in Ototahi, Christchurch. This pitch is outside to Young. Fantastic to have you along with us today after a brilliant matchup all day so far. The two away here. On the top of the first innings. Brown or Halford now will step in to go to work. Two away. Top of the first innings. Apologies, this is Jamie Lee Rehua to be playing a Rehana Halford in the hole, warming up. Just organising ourselves a little bit here. Got a good umpiring crew on this one. Very experienced indeed. Lucky to have them with us. Joe Edwin behind the dish. Chris Murdoch at first base today. Over at third, Brody Donald. Pitch is down low, just misses. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcasts. As we see that one just foul off. Of course, this is the North Harbour Softball Association presentation of Grand Final Day here for 2024. Live from Te Raki Pai Whenua, North Harbour's Rosedale Ballpark, Freeman Field, Diamond 1, at the Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Under the guidance of Softball New Zealand and presented by Ballpark Broadcasting NZ. Our complete pleasure to do that for you today. North Harbour Softball have been brilliant today throughout the season with their coverage of their games and of course the National Championships. Just completed the NFC about 4 weeks ago here in North Harbour where Auckland run out victors in the men's division. Nick Hayes and that one getting the job done. And then, of course, the secondary schools. National Championships were hosted right here midweek this week. A little pass ball allow the runner down to third base now. Saw One Tree Hill get their 5th national title in the women's first division competition. St Bernard's out of Hutt Valley getting the 2nd division men's college national championship, and North Harbour's own Westlake boys Ururoto picking up the victory in their debut appearance after such a long period of time for Westlake boys. A bunch of North Harbour softball members as we see, oh, there's a puppy. Oh no, the crew's found a puppy. Tanisha Hokamo directing today, so we're bound to see lots of puppies on screen. It's kind of became a trade of the Ballpark Broadcasting crew of recent days, and the runner's off, coming not far enough to come home. Stays at third base. That's Pania Rehana Halford. With her opportunity here in the grand final. 1-1 the count on her. Hard hit ball from Halford. Going deep, the shortstop ranging over, just can't make the grab. Skyscraper in the air and looking to make it stick before the fence. The fence is rushing at her at 100 miles an hour at that point. So 1-2 the count here on the first baseman, Halford. And they'll get her down on strikes. And that'll do us through the top of the first innings. No score in the grand final so far. Plenty more action to come here live from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on grand final day here for the North Harbour Softball Associations. We're up to the grand final of the Premier Reserve Women's, and it'll be the Bandit Assassins in the field here. Rehua at left field, Unger at centre, and Smith at right field. Nick Mellon is in the hot corner third base. Manu Kia is at shortstop today. Suilua at 2. Halford, she's over at first base. Young behind the dish for Stacey Tatana, the starting pitcher. Offensively for the Coasters, they'll be Thomas Stevenson and Schrilbeck. 1, 2 and 3. Jackson, Caldwell and Baggett. Into sixth spot, Kaufman and Tween. Apologies. We'll just get rid of that there. And you hit T-Shut Wood round out the batting order. The third baseman for HBC. Congratulations to all of the athletes that have made it into the grand final this year. After a lot of hard work throughout the season, it's been a great summer of softball here at North Harbour. Lots of games across all of the divisions, and of course all of the grand finals and the other placing matches have been played right here today. Bottom of the first innings. Look at these two teams, how they come through to the grand final. And it was HBC that have been the measuring tape this season, a 12-4 record from their 16 matches. As this one pops up. And that'll land funny just behind the pitcher, and HBC, just like that, in the blink of an eye, will get their first run on base of the ball game. Brooke Stevenson now, the starting pitcher, will step in to go to work. 12-4 record, 36 points on the table for HBC through the round robin play. Here's 16 matches. On the flip side for the Bandit Assassins, they come through with a 7-9 record, 7 wins, 9 losses. Get through to third place to play in their semi-final. Both of them winning their semi-finals to get through it here to the grand final today. North Harbour looking to introduce a Premier Women's Division next year. Just keep on growing here on the Harbour. Got a real good thing going on, that's for sure. And guidance of a very proactive board here for North Harbour softball. Roberta Stilwell, Amanda Rona, two spearhead leaders on the board to go with a lot of other committed players. And they'll get the out at first base, but it will allow Thomas to skid on over to second. Schoenbeck now, Puck Schoenbeck, the starting second base woman. She will get her opportunity. Standing athlete, Schoenbeck. She hits this one and pops up. And they will squeeze the catch here for the second out. Paige Jackson now will step in to go to work. Jackson watches the first pitch come down the edge of the tram line. Celia Manukia, starting shortstop, you just saw on screen. She's been an outstanding athlete for North Harbour all through the season. And she goes deep in the 5-6 hole, the throw, and it's good. A fine play by the shortstop from the Bandits as she gets her done here. And the bottom of the first innings, just after I highlighted how good she was, how good was she? We're through one complete, no score, and the grand final here for the Premier Women's Division.
best travel advice comes from someone who's been there, done that, and knows how it feels. At House of Travel, we're travellers too.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the top of the second innings. As you see it fly out by the lead-off batter, Elizabeth Cordwell, to get us underway here. A little ball game of the Premier Women's Division. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason.chopper, aka Chopper, on behalf of Ballpark Broadcasting NZ. Of course, for our friends at the North Harbour Softball Association. One goes down. Goes foul though, off the bat here of Atiawa Baggett. The outstanding young lady is Baggett. She's got to face Stevenson here. Had a lot to do with apologies, we've got that round back to front here. That would be on the other side, of course. That was Louise Smith that flew out to second base. It's Paige Drever now, the designated player. And Chopper, one job. I'm just going to say, that's not Atiawa. Told you I know her. She's on the HBC side. Atiawa, she's playing centre field today. He's the second baseman, Puck Schoenbeck. This one down low. Fulls the count now, 3-2 here against Paige. Letitia Wood, third baseman, ready at third base. As this one will come through the outside of the zone. So he's quick 2 outs here in the second innings. Brings up Kat McMahon. You see the head coach for the Bandits. On screen for Stephen Tanana. Stephen's a great team man, club man. There he is. Third base, calling the shots. Puts his hand up, not his hand out. Real good person in softball here on the North Harbour, that's for sure. One and two the count now. And a big swing and a miss will take care of business here in the top of the second innings, which sees a real good one, a real tide of fear here as we continue to march through this grand final. And looking forward to giving you all the action as we continue through it here from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium indeed.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you. And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Bottom of the second innings of the grand final. It'll be Elizabeth Caldwell, Atiawa Baggett, and Jamie Kaufman. 1, 2, and 3 here as we get underway. high score in the grand final so far. Elizabeth Caldwell, converted left-hander now. She tries to get something going, can't quite reach that one. So one away here. This will bring up the young lady I know a lot about, Kiriana Meyer Baggett. A little bit of jump on that centre field camera, unfortunately. As we see Baggett safely down to first base. Running bunt action. Great heads up play indeed. That'll bring up to bat now Jamie Kaufman. First pitch fouls back. So one runner on here for Hibiscus Coast Stingrays. Just one out in the bottom of the second innings. A little bit of breeze today blowing in from centre field. That's why you got a little bit of that bounce in the centre field camera from time to time. Apologies for that. As this one will pop back foul out of play as well. There's the camera at centre field. Stay still, would you? Of course, they're all bagged up. We've had a bit of precipitation today. All just above the zone. Manu Kia starting shortstop for the Bandits Assassins. Outstanding young athlete. This one pop up off the end of the bat. Right underneath this is the first base woman, Diana Pania, Rehana Halford. Just on the front foot a little there. Halford steady underneath the high ball, that's for sure. And a little bit of a, I got it, it's okay. The starting pitcher here today for the Bandits, Stacey Tatana. Just wait as Claudia Twine will tie her shoelaces. Don't want any mistakes happening out there, do we? All set to go now. Two away here, bottom of the second innings. This pitch is up top. No movement from Baggett at first base yet. Still got those feet firmly on the base. She is a threat to run. There's a hard hit ball that'll pop up. Tatana says, I got it, and it just squeezes out of the glove. Young was coming as well. Do you want me to get it? Tatana's like, no, I got it. Watch. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot the bottom of the glove. Still with a smile on the dial. She'll head back, and it'll be a 1-1 count now. This one inside.
2 balls. Nice try.
And there, bringing a skateboard to the ballpark. Around a Halford at first base, just making sure the eyelash is clear. This one pops up. And it'll be taken by Suialua for the squeeze, the third out of the ball game here. And that'll march us through to complete of the grand final with all the action here live on Ballpark Broadcasting NZ.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the grand final here. We're up to the top of the third innings, and it'll be the Assassins that'll try to open the first scoring in the grand final. And the first pitch swinging, Natu Suyalua, but it'll go foul. Just want to give a shout out to our sponsors last week at the National Secondary Schools, RJ Don Panel Beaters, Traffic Flow, Onarahi Natives Softball Club, and Auckland Racking and Shelving with Atiawa Toa FM and Ballpark Broadcasting. Thank you for your sponsorship of the broadcast through the National Secondary Schools. Really is good to have you all involved. This is Natu Suyalua now. This one will go foul the other way, but for a catch taken by the third baseman.
That'll bring up top of the order, number 27, Celia Manukia. On deck, number 5, Glenda Umanga.
Top of the order now. Celia Manukia, she goes first pitch hitting. That'll skirt off the glove into centre field, and Suyalua will be safely back to first base.
Safe first base.
Hard hit ball.
Number 5, Glenda Umanga.
Skids past the shortstop, just what the doctor ordered here for the Bandits. Northern Bandits Assassins is their official full name. So up the middle, looking to make the play at first base, and she does. That is a great play by the shortstop, and I'll make sure nothing else happens after that.
Two down, number 9, Rachel Young.
Tough play.
On deck, number 3, Jamie Lee Vihua.
She stays at the task, make sure she gets at least one out there, and she does indeed. That'll bring up Glenda Unga now, with one away here. In the top of the third innings. Top of the third innings. Tahi Rua Toru. This one fouls back. The HBC catcher, Claudia Twine, I saw her last year. Real energetic go-getter behind the dish. Led them to the title last year for HBC. As we see a little bit of that rain starting to come in the outfield, that'll move the crowd further up into the grandstand. And then down to third base. She is safe. So the Northern Bandits have a runner 60 feet away now. So you can see there that rain just coming down a little heavier. We had some in the under 15 match earlier this morning, under 15 grand final. There's Suyalua, only 60 feet away from, no, Manukia, apologies, from scoring the opening run. And Rachel Young will watch that one go on the outside of the zone, and down to first base she goes. You just see that curve away from the zone.
That'll bring us to the plate. Number 3, Jamie Lee Vihua. On deck, Hania Reihana Hall.
Punny around Halford. We'll watch teammate go down to second base. And of course, with that rain, we're going to have to clean that back screen for you periodically as we go through the grand final. Our man Ignacio, he's on the camera behind home plate there. He's the one in charge of looking after that window and things. Can only do that during the middle of the innings. Get out the squeegee. He'll get her done. Jamie Lee Rehuia now. This one fouls off. One away here. I've got 2 down. This one squeezes out and will make the catch. And that'll leave a couple of runners stranded here in the top of the third innings. With plenty of action to come here live from Pure Athletics Sports Stadium as we continue our way through the grand final of the Premier Women's Division.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of the Premier Reserve Women's match-up here at the North Harbour Softball Association. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason.chopper.gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper. Presented to you by Ballpark Broadcasting NZ, of course, under the guidance of Softball New Zealand here. And the final day of action. Taraki Paifina was Rosedale Ballpark. Freeman Field here, Diamond 1 action. As that one somehow makes its way into the dugout. You can see the rain there just on that shot. We might try and see if we can grab some of the weather for you in the distance. But it is looking like it's fixed in a little. Originally, the weather was supposed to be better today. And it says 20% chance. But I'd say 20% of the field is full at the moment. So one out here. Brooke Stevenson now. As we saw Letitia Wood just fly out. There you can see the rain coming through. Bit of wind on the trees. It's not cold today. Just will be a little wet. Sticky out there, I suppose is probably the best way to describe it, as it starts to get a little firmer out there. Of course, the umpires are in control of the field and whether they play or come off for a rain delay. And at the moment, the starting pitcher, Tatana, has got it under control in the weather. And it's really starting to come down there now, I tell you. This pitch is outside. You can see Tatana just trying to dry her pitching hand. Starting left fielder here, Krista Reed-Thomas. Hard hit ball Reed Thomas trying to find a gap. And a great ranging catch at left field by Jamie Lee Rehua. Outstanding dedication. Remember, that rain is coming down at this point. And Rehua steady under the ball. And a two-handed catch. Any juniors out there, that's exactly how you do it. Really starting to come down out there at the moment, I tell you. Going to bring up the bat here, Brooke Stevenson. Of course, the Premier Men's Grand Final due up at 4:30 today, and a ground ball to third base. The throw over in time, and that'll do us through the three complete here in the Grand Final. Plenty of action to come as we work our way through it. At the moment, there is no score between HBC and their opponents, the Northern Bandits. Stay with us. We'll be back soon with more action.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through tough times.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and the weather is coming down. HBC are out there on the diamond to get us underway in the top of the fourth innings. But if I say it wasn't pleasant, I would not be joking. It'll be Rehana Halford will lead off here for the Assassins, Northern Bandits Assassins. First pitch, and she pulls, that'll go foul. Rehana Halford, an outstanding young athlete and an even better young lady. Got a lot of time for Pania. Known her for quite a while now. Just as that rain came down, unfortunately the window on the back of the home plate is saturated. So we might try and move to the side and shoot through the fence. And that way we can get you some shots. So you might have a couple of wires in. We'll see. We'll get it as close as possible, zoomed in, so that that fence becomes more blurry. We are perfect. Look at that. That's shooting through the fence. Ignacio getting it done for us here today. Down low. Yeah, I won't need a wide shot from him. Just the close-ups will do now. The closer you can get the lens to the fence, the better it'll work. Brooke Stevenson continues to work on the hill. A little more wetter than she started this match. Grand final action. Ball down low, and Halford will trot on down to first base. Just trying to find the grip on the ball. It's a little hard when the weather's coming down like this, I tell you. Halford safely down to first base. That'll bring up to bat now. One of the real power hitters in this lineup, the right fielder Louise Smith. This pitcher here is on the inside edge. If you're coming down to Rosedale today, make sure to bring your water wings. Is that the thing where you blow them up and put them on your... Yeah, these are the ones. You might need it today, that's for sure. Or an umbrella. And it looks like we might have a rain delay here as the teams are leaving the field. And fair enough, because it is starting to bucket down indeed. And so we'll go to a short break and come back to you with more action here live from Pure Athletics Sports Stadium in just a moment.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Weldtech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Oh yeah, feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
What's this?
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Link's jerky made with 100% beef.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
We found the place. That's a good start.
Global warming is incredibly serious. We need to cut emissions, but we need to also absorb carbon out of the atmosphere. Growing trees is the only tool we have in the toolbox for taking carbon out of the atmosphere that we can do at scale. Pinus radiata takes carbon out of the atmosphere at about 5 to 10 times the rate of native planting. And so what New Zealand Carbon Farming are doing is planting the Pinus radiata to absorb the carbon, and then they're transitioning that forest into native forest so that we get the biodiversity benefit.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Links is good with it.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium, and the reindeer delay was short-lived as we're back out on the diamond to continue action here in the top of the fourth innings. Stephen Tanana, head coach for the Bandits. He's not impressed. No, don't blame him. It's not that much fun out there in the rain. Great to have you all here. Hope you're enjoying the warmth of your lounge on Championship Saturday. Are you staying dry? Unlike that batting helmet right there. Top of the fourth innings. No outs. Halford led off with a walk, and Louis Smith batting here with a 2-2 count. And it's a good one on the outside edge. Will pick up the first out. This one just outside. The next batter here, Paige Drever, starting designated player for the side. This one will go out of play. Just off or just behind it a little. Two balls, two strikes here. And a hard hit ball right into a catch, and it'll be a double play here as HBC will walk themselves off here in the fourth innings with a rain delay in the middle. They don't mind, they don't care. They're cool, they're calm, they're collected. That'll do us through the top of the fourth innings. More action to come when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, in the grand final, the Premier Reserve Women's matchup. It is the Northern Bandits Assassins in the field here, taking on the HBC Hibiscus Coast Stigrays. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason.chopper.gerbes, aka Chopper. Hope you're enjoying grand final day from the comfort of wherever you are. Hopefully that's right here at the ballpark. Fantastic day indeed. Don't forget your suntan lotion today. You're going to need lots of it, so you can create a slip and slide on the hill with all the rain. Okay, Chopper didn't say make a slip and slide on the hill. Yes, I did. Why not? Have fun. That's what it's all about here. Leading off will be the second basewoman, Puck Schunbeck. Apologies. Chris Murdoch, umpire out there. He's all wrapped up. Hard hit ball, and that'll go through the 5-6 hole and safely down to first base for HBC's leadoff batter here in the top of the fourth innings. She'll advance to second base too, you'll see when we come back. Just catching them out just a little. Paige Jackson now, first basewoman. Should be next up here for Hibiscus Coast with a runner in scoring position with no score here in the grand final. Could this be the innings that breaks it open? One comes through the zone. This one fouls off and hits her in the batter's box though. See that one just clicks there. She'll come back in for another at-bats. Base runner will move to third base now. So 60 feet away here is Hibiscus Coast from opening their account of the grand final, bottom of the fourth innings. This one pops up. And a gallant effort at centre field, but it allows the runner to score here for Hibiscus Coast. And so they will open their scoring in the grand final, 1-0. Great gallant effort by the centre fielder, just couldn't make it stick in the end. Yeah, I'm not an official scorer, but I would call that a hit. It would have been an exceptional effort if she had made the catch. Elizabeth Caldwell will be the next batter, the starting shortstop, as they'll just make sure the balls are dry enough. All set to go here again. No outs. The bottom of the fourth innings. Swing and a miss to the first pitch. Safely down at first base. Caldwell, right-handed athlete, flipped over to the left side. I think it's his second year at it now. And proving dividends already. This pitch is too high. This one's up top.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit ball by Caldwell will squeeze through the left side, and they will go station to station. It's one of the arts of a left-handed slapper, isn't it, to be able to push it in the other direction of where she's running. Makes it all the more harder to get her out. Get out of my Baggett now. Got on base with a perfect running bunt. Was back in the second innings. Her second at bat of the contest now. This pitch to her is up. Inside pitch just misses. The Assassins looking to hold this to a 1-run ball game. You see a swing and a miss here from Baggett. All dedicated to the cause. Su'alua, second baseman. They'll dive left, right, and centre as required. This one pops back. Big swing from Baggett. That connects. It's going a long, long way. Murdoch, he looks happy out there. He is happy, actually. He's just probably a little cold, a little wet. Fantastic. I'll tell you what, our North Harbour umpires do us a great justice here. So many of them, the great Orange Shirt program to bring in new umpires. It's a welcoming committee. They have their own room for lots of tutelage and camaraderie. The lockers for all of the gear, they're well looked after, and they look after our game well as well. Got a good standard of umpires here, and lots of them. Thank you to our North Harbour Umpires Association. This one's up, and Baggett continues a quality at-bat here in the bottom of the fourth innings. You can see Jackson ready to run. Hard hit ball. And that'll go foul down the line. Just punishes that one, does Baggett. Very strong young lady. We'll have to find another ball. Brody Donald, you got any in your back pocket, young man? No, I've got a clicker though, Chopper. Oh, he did a great job. He took care of the under 15 boys grand final earlier today, did Brody Donald. With the Northcote Cubs running out victors. Undefeated season from Nick Lanigan's young men to be the 2024 North Harbour softball champions. And Baggett punches one up the middle. They need a good clean play, and they can't keep it clean. And they have moved station to station now with a loaded bases situation. Jamie Kaufman will step in now as the weather has sharpened up a little. Big swing on the first pitch. She had one thing on her mind, that's for sure. Big heave at the first pitch that she sees. And the next pitch, she just punishes it. And they will pick up the go-ahead run here. Will Hibiscus Coast indeed. 2 runs need now. They lead in the grand final. Claudia Twine now. That little firecracker catcher. This one pops up. Swings the bat so hard. Comes out of her hands. Whammo. Can't even hold. Look at that. Velocity in the swing. You see Rachel Younger back to the screen on the possibility. That one went to the roof, and in comes Pippi. Doesn't like the sound of the roof. Ball on the roof. I look to find another ball. Here's Joe Edwin. She's like, hey, I got one. No, I don't. You got one? Do you have one? Do you have one? You want 4 balls? Just joking. Of course, they found one now. Here it comes. Pani Arena Halford. She had one in her back pocket all the whole time. First basewoman for the Bandits. They'll put that into play.
Lunch try.
Bottom of the 4th innings here. And it's been a good one so far for the Bandits. Hard hit ball down the line, and if it's fair, it's dangerous and just out of play. So close down the line. Now it's a loose rabbit on the field. All the games are timed here at North Harbour. I hope the men's final was a full 7 innings. We'll try and find that out for you, but it's an hour 45 normally in this division. We haven't had any other word otherwise yet. Do you see I have an email regarding, oh, that's regarding the weather. Email regarding the weather is, it's game on no matter what. All right. Of course, the Premier Men on at 4:30. There is no game after them, so there is no reason to have a timed game there. So hopefully common sense prevails. Hard hit ball. And they'll get the out at 3, but she is safe at home. Nice play at third base. She'll pick that up and run to it. And then the throw home's the key here. Trying to get her. She will slide in home first. And HBC now lead the grand final 3-0. First pitch hitting. And that'll land. And HBC are sticking them together now, that's for sure. Nice piece of work from the starting piece, the pitcher, Letitia Wood there. Now top of the order, Krista Reid-Thomas. As that weather starts to come back, oh boy, here it comes. And straight away the umpire says, no, too unsafe. And they'll trot off and have a wee little break. As you can see, it is starting to come on down, baby. And if you're in the region, why don't you come on down in the bottom of the 4th innings and join in the action here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Don't forget those little water wing things. Water wing things? Whatever, floaties. I think that's what they're called. I think they're called floaties. Well, I tell you what, we're floating around the grand final, and it is, as you can see, 3-0. HBC leading in the bottom of the 4th. I think they've scored all their runs in this innings, eh?
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Pure Athletic Sports Stadium, and Hibiscus guys have not mucked around here. Straight back into action after a short rain delay in the bottom of the fourth innings. They've loaded bases now, and the fourth innings been brilliant. They've scored all 3 runs so far in the fourth innings, and they now lead the grand final. You can see the precipitation on the pitching mat where she lands. It's left a little puddle there. I told you to do those little water wings so you don't fall, get lost in that little puddle on the pitcher's mound. Tanisha's looking at me, what an idiot, Chopper. I'm like, fair enough. Pretty much, huh? Pretty much, huh? You see a strikeout here. Brooke Stevenson steps in to go to work now, the starting pitcher. 2 away here, loaded bases for the Coasters.
4-1, 1-1.
That's right, if you get the runner coming in.
And it looks like we might have a problem here. Something happening at third base. It looks like a substitute runner coming in and out, that's all. We'll see the pitcher or catcher out there is running. It's not the pitcher because she's batting. It'll be the catcher who is out there. Claudia Twine. So she gets a reprieve. Back to the action now. That one's nicely snuck on in there. From the starting pitcher for the Northern Bandits, Stacey Tatana. Continuing to work on the hill. And a grounder up the middle, and they'll take the easy it out at second base. That'll do us through the innings. Not before a couple of rain delays, and 3 runs have come in to score here from Hibiscus Coast. More action to come at the top of the 5th when we come back.
Whoops, running on empty? Enjoy a 6 cents per litre fuel discount at your local Caltex with Pumped every day. Ah, feels good, eh? Get it at any participating Caltex.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final, the Premier Reserve women's matchup here between the Northern Bandits, Assassins, who are batting here, leading trailing by 3 runs to HBC, Hibiscus Coast Stingrays in the field. I want to thank you for viewing our live pitches coming to you from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium here on Taraki Pai Whenua, North Harbour's North Shore, as we get underway here in the grand final. Top of the 5th innings, and the Assassins now turn to bat. Brooke Stevenson continues to work on the hill here for Hibiscus Coast. Thrown a good game so far. This one just over the top. Kat McMillan leading off here. This one will pop up and just go onto the roof.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
There's a dedicated to the cause, seeing if they can get that ball. They need a ladder though, ladies. You're going to need a ladder. A big one too to get on that roof. Next delivery from Stevenson is just inside. And McMahon will head down to first base.
And now shortstop to Swaiwilla. On deck, number 27, Celia Manukia.
That'll bring up the bat here.
That'll bring on the
Natu Suyalua. She's been good tonight, especially in the field. Pitch on the outside and down to second base she will go. That's the key, isn't it, about getting yourself in scoring position. Safely down there in time. Whoop. Just trying to bump this one down, can't quite get to it. Suilo hitting in the 6th spot today. Manukia will be hitting next at the top of the order, then Unga. Bunt is down. And can't quite get it at first base. And just like that, the Bandits score their first run here in the grand final. Perfect bunt executed, and then it's the pace to put the pressure on, going down to first base. Gets the job done, and just like that, in the blink of an eye, though, it is the Bandits that score their first run here in the grand final. HBC leading 3 runs to 1. But as you all know, in the game of softball, that can evaporate in a heartbeat. All set to go again here. And a hard hit ball from Manukia will punch it to the left side, and the Bandits will double their score, just 1 away now. 3 runs to 2. Bowed high, punished by Manukia. And they come to score. Next up to bat here is Manukia. Trots down to second base. Throw just askew. So now in scoring position. Three runs scored in the bottom of the 4th innings by Hibiscus Coast. 2 now by the Bandits. here in the top of the 5th. We've got ourselves a grand final going on, that's for sure.
On ball, 2 strike.
1 and 2 the count here. This one just fouls off.
On ball, 2 strike.
We're going to punish it where it is. And Steven Zanana, he's been calm and collected the whole way through, hasn't he, at third base. Coaching. This one fouls back.
1 and 2.
Northern Bandits have had a great season, their club as a whole, on the women's side, that's for sure. Looking to try and grab a title here for the Prem Reserve Woman.
2 and 2.
Good hustle by the catcher to keep the runners in position. Second base, you can see the shortstop on screen there from Hibiscus Coast, Elizabeth Caldwell. She's a strong player. This one's hit up the middle. And the Northern Bandits will tie it up here in the top of the 5th innings. Just what the doctor ordered. Perfectly done. So we've got a locked up ball game now. 3 runs apiece.
1.
I'll just check the runner at first base, make sure she doesn't go anywhere. This one comes through, off and running at the pitch. And she's gone. She is gone. And a close play at second base. She is gone. You see here on the Atiawa Toa FM instant replay, coming down to second base. Looks like she's going to be safe. She doesn't slide, so that doesn't help. There, the tag. The foot must not be on the base yet. And she is gone here in the grand final. A great play by HBC. And the umpires will just have the question asked by Rachel Young, the player coach for this Bandit side. Our umpires have been brilliant today. They've taken their time to get their calls correct, asked the right questions. I really want to thank them for their service to their game. Young Brody Donald on the far side there, Joe Edwin, and she's the chief on this one, calling the balls and strikes. And the outer's taken at second base, and Chris Murdoch, he's at first base today.
So 1 out, no runners on.
So 1 away now, as Rachel Young will step back in with a 1-1 count. And it's a hard hit ball by Young, and it dissects the outfielders. And looking to leg it out into a triple. And can't quite get there. A fine relay throw here. And gets her just coming into home plate. Oh, very, very close. Let's take another look at that. And the tag was on just before the foot. A great call by the umpire, young Brody Donald. So 2 away now here in the top of the 5th inning. All locked up at 3 apiece. Jamie Lee Rehua now. Sees a little change-up action from Stevenson. And the hard hit ball to 3 kind of eats them up a little. And she will be down to first base. And for the Bandits, you go back 2 plays there. The slide into second base would have been safe. Then when Young's hit would have driven in a run. If Rachel would have stopped at second base on her hit, On that hit, she probably would have come in and they would have a 2-run lead at this point. Guess that's part of the game, which you've just got to remember is all part of it for sure. Tough play here as it skirps off a divot and out to the outfield. Bring up to bat here now. Pania Rahina Halford. And off down to second base she goes. A big innings here in the top of the 5th innings for the Assassins. Scored 3 runs so far. Looking to grab the lead here in the grand final. Brooke Stevenson continues the work on the hill here for HBC. Hibiscus Coast. Just about 20 minutes up the road from Rosedale Ballpark, the Whangaparoa Peninsula and area. Oiwa as well, normally inclusive of that Hibiscus Coast region. That area has exploded too with population, with new subdivisions in that area. It's a breeding ground for great athletes. I believe they've built a couple of softball diamonds up there as well now. This one up top. Here's Caldwell, the shortstop. Trying to stay alert. Trying to get that last out here. They're in scoring position for the Bandits. This one's hit the other way, and they'll make the tag at second base. And that'll do the top of the 5th innings, not before a lot of action here in the grand final. As we can march through it as we're all locked up at 3 apiece. Don't go anywhere, don't click that dial, don't swipe left or right or however it works for you. We'll be back soon with more action in the grand final coming up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on Championship Saturday, baby. It's grand final day here for the North Harbour Softball Association. I want to thank you for tuning on in to our broadcast today. It's a pleasure to have you. It always is a pleasure to have you. Softball New Zealand would help us present the season here at the North Harbour Softball Association, and of course produced by Ballpark Broadcasting NZ with our friends from Atiawa Toa FM. Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai hara mai. Tēnei wā, mo te kemu o poi uka. Welcome back in for this great game of softball here. Grand final day, all locked up at 3 apiece between HBC and Bandits. HBC will get a chance to continue their batting here. There's number 6 is up to bat. She hits this one hard, and it comes off the glove, unfortunately, and she will be rewarded with a safe hit. Just see, he can't quite get a hold of it. That'll bring up to bat here Paige Jackson. Jackson's been good today, grounded out to shortstop their first at bat, but a single up the middle drove in a run for Hibiscus Coast, and those 3 runs they scored in the bottom of the third innings. And another good collect and a diving stop by the shortstop keeps this a tied ball game. Full extension there. It's Natu Suialua who slid over to shortstop. Gets the job done indeed. That ball goes through to the outfield. HBC lead the grand final. And the scorebook's a single to 6. There's a lot more to it. You can see the coach here talking to Elizabeth Cordwell on what they wanted to do here. Runners in the corners. No outs. It feels like a big moment here in the grand final. And the ball down low. Originally the game was scheduled to finish at 4:15, 6 minutes time. But with a couple of rain delays, that time is going to be moved out. And you can see a leading run, go-ahead run I should say, is at third base, 60 feet away. Took Schkunbeck, she's been great today. Real exciting to watch. The Premier Reserve Women's Grand Final here today. This one just over the top. This one just misses, and Cordwell will win out a walk. And so that will be loaded bases here in the grand final. A big opportunity now for Kiriana Meyer-Baggett. This one up over the top. Baggett's been good today. Running bunt in her first attempt in the second innings, safely on board, and then the fourth, a solid single to shortstop. This one's a hard hit ball. That one will go out of play. See the swing, it's mighty from Baggett. Really gets into her work in the batter's box, doesn't she? There's Cordwell at first base. One of the 3 base runners on right now for Hibiscus Coast. The Bandits trying to keep them scoreless. This one pops up, will go backwards though. Here a year mum cheer. Stacey Tatana on the hill here for the Bandits. Doing a fantastic job too. Just giving up 3 runs so far in the grand final. All of those coming in the bottom of the 4th innings. Baggett punches it up the middle. 1 comes in. 2 comes in. and a safe at third base as well. It's 2-run lead here for Hibiscus Coast. Happy days, Baggett. Wow, what a hit from the young lady. 2 runners, 2 go-ahead runners coming in here to score just what the doctor ordered indeed. Looking to keep this train in motion is Jamie Kaufman now, starting right fielder. She's hitting a run in herself. That's the bottom of the 4th innings. Yes. I'll say, yeah, she did indeed. So we see here, couldn't quite hold the bat back. A good call by the umpire, that's for sure. This pitch just over the top of the zone. Hard hit ball, sneaking through the side, and Hibiscus Coast will add another run here in the top of the 4th innings. 3 more in total. They lead 6 runs to 3. Kaufman and Baggett really got it going on today, the 2 of them. Claudia Twine now, the starting catcher, gets her opportunity. 3rd at-bat of the contest. She goes first pitch hitting. And they'll look for a double play. 1, 2, and they get her. And a bang play at first base.
2 out.
You see the relay throw, 1. And then she's got to beat it out to first base. And they do. Some great defense here by the Bandits. So 2 away now. Brings up Letitia Wood, 3rd basewoman. Everyone rattles around on the roof. Pippi comes barging into the booth. It's one over the top. Top of the 5th inning has been a real good one here. This one pops up, and a fine catch by the shortstop will get the job done here in the top of the 5th innings. But it's not before a lot of action comes through here for the team from Hibiscus Coast. They grab 3 runs, and they lead the grand final, 6 runs to 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a fantastic grand final from the bottom of the 4th innings. Is really revved up here As we've seen both teams score 3 runs per innings. It was HBC first with 3 in the bottom of the 4th innings, and then Bandits replied with 3 in the top of the 5th. Before Bandits again get another 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th innings. Takes us to the top of the 6th now. Scoreline is 6 runs to 3 in the grand final. A couple of rain delays, so we might find ourselves getting to the 7th innings. We'll find out. We're top of the 6th now anyway. We'll just allow the umpires to take control of the time. And Chopper can just stay in his lane. And the Bandits will set up to bat here. A hard hit ball. That'll go up the middle. I'm pretty sure that is Cat McMillan. Get us underway here in the 6th innings. So leadoff runner on, just what the Bandits needed, and it is indeed, because no, that was Louise Smith, apologies. Because the pitcher will come in and hit for herself here now. And oh, the puppy's tired. Okay, the boy. He'll be awake, but just enjoying the snuggles and the cuddles at the ballpark. There you go. Cruz found another puppy. Number 14 for HBC. In the coaching role, I think. Not on the lineup card. She's enjoying the puppy too. And as we mentioned, the pitcher hitting for herself here. Stacey Tatana. Ball down low. She had the designated player, Paige Drever, hitting for her. Now looking to take her own cuts. This one just fouls off to the outside edge. Having a reach for that one. Hibiscus Coast have been good, been very good in the field. This one pops up and will just go out of play. And we come back to the action here. And a hard hit ball up the middle, looking for a double play. One, can't make it stick though. Pretty sure that out, as you can see, the umpire will signal that as an out because it's just a transfer. They'd already made the play at second base. She was looking to turn the double play, of course. There's the out there. Now trying to get the ball out to transfer it. It drops out. So a good call by Brodie Donald at second base. They've really been on point today. Okay, McMahon now will step in to go to work. First pitch to her is outside. Designated runner on for the Assassins, Ayong Yung. Trying to get them 1 run closer. 3-run margin at the top of the 6th innings here. HBC in the lead of the grand final. Especially if we get close to the time. This may be their last shot at it this innings. Hard hit ball. And they'll go for the lead runner. The throw's away. This could be trouble with a capital T. The Disney runner fell over. She's up now running. but only just getting to third base.
Runners safe at first and third.
So there'll be runners in the corners here with one away. Lots of action happening, and there's Zeus is in the house. Big boy Zeus, I tell you. David Naira's puppy. I tell you what, I remember about a year into his growth, Zeus, he had the head the size of a melon. Massive. It's a one-way here in the top of the sixth innings. Suialua got a chance to get them a lot closer in the scoreline, trailing by 3 at this point. They scored 3. This one pops up and goes foul. They scored 3 in the top of the 5th innings. They're looking to get at least 1 or 2 here. Here's a designated runner here in the top of the 6th. Pitch is up top. There's a rise ball just over the top of the zone. Let's have a bit of fun here, eh? What do you guys reckon? This one just misses just here. We're in the top of the 6th innings of the grand final. Let us know where you're watching from, firstly. Then drop us down who you think's going to win and what the scoreline will be. As we see Suialua pick up the walk, she will head down to first base now. Top of the order here, Celia Manukia, just what the Bandits need. Bases are loaded. She'll drive that to centre field. You would think 2 would come in. He's coming for home. And she is safe. A 2-run shot to centre field on the drive from Celia Manukia. Just what the Bandits need to bring them in within 1 run here.
On deck, number 9, Rachel Young. 6-5 in favour of HBC.
The grand final.
Strike 1.
Looking for your comments, where you're watching from. Pop them down there in the comment section. It's a 1-run ball game. This one will pop up and go out of play. A great game going here, that's for sure. Great to have you all along watching today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Carolyn Livingston, all the way from Ōtautahi, Christchurch. Welcome to today's broadcast. Great to have you along for it. The Premier Reserve woman just got into firing action from the bottom of the 3rd onwards. Was scoreless until that point. This one outside. Tōrere Eastern Bay of Plenty. Great to have Karen Hellier in on the broadcast as well. Hope you're enjoying it, Karen. Slashing this one, going to right field, and the catch is made. 2 away here. Good movement by the right fielder from Hibiscus Coast. And Rachel Young will step in now. 2 runners on, 2 down. Just 1 run behind in the grand final. You see Rachel getting dirty here today. Hard hit ball. Ricochets off the pitcher. They'll try to get the out and they can't. And so it will be a bases loaded situation here for the Bandits in the grand final. That one just ricochets off the leg. Third baseman picks it up. No chance really to get Young, the speedy Young, going down to first base. They'll just make sure that their pitcher is okay here. 1 run behind. Righto, after you let us know where you're watching from, folks, tell us who you think's going to win the grand final. 1 run in it now. HBC leading 6 runs to 5 in the top of the 6th innings, but it's a bases loaded here for Jamie Lee Rehua. He'll come up to bat with 2 outs. Bandits have scored 2 runs this innings. It's been a 3-run thing. Each team has scored 3 runs in the 4th and 5th innings, respectively. This one pops up, and it's a great catch that saves the day here. Wow, that lands. The Bandits take the lead for sure as she comes into shot just in the nick of the time to save the day here. And what an amazing catch that was indeed. Well, I hope you're enjoying the grand final. We're enjoying producing it. It's been a goodie. It'll continue to be a goodie here when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the grand final here. Action. After the Bandits scored 2 runs in the top of the 6th innings, we've got a 1-run ball game. HBC leading here as we go into the bottom of the 6th innings. And time has got to be close. We've had a couple of rain delays. We're 15 minutes over time. We did start a smidge late as well, so we may get to the 7th. Haven't had the official word from the scorekeeper. And this one's hit hard and deep and long, and it'll land. And Hibiscus Coast get a lead-off double here in the bottom of the 6th innings. Perfectly placed as the sun is out now. Everyone's happy about that. Just to Reed Thomas with that hit to centre field. Swing and miss from Brooke Stevenson. This one pops up. Ranging to make the play and just out of the reach of Suilua, the shortstop, going a long way to get it. Gallant effort, that's for sure. Fence is coming fast and can't quite get there in time. Stevenson continues to work in the batter's box. And she will go down on strikes.
They'll bring out number 6, Pop Schunbeck. On deck, number 50, Paige Jackson.
And we've got a
Schunbeck with the
intentional walk to Schunbeck.
Now, one out. Batting is Paige Jackson.
Yeah, with the first base open, that's a wise choice. One away here. Of course, let us know where you're watching. Don't forget, folks. It's always good to know where our viewers are tuning in from today. And that one's down low, trying to make the throw to first base, but she is safe.
Loaded bases.
Quick runner. There's Paige Jackson. As the runners will move around, and she beats that one out. Elizabeth Caldwell now. She's had a good day tonight. Struck at her first at bat, then settled right down with a hit to left field and a walk. Now a prime opportunity to add an insurance run here for Hibiscus Coast to the bottom of the 6th innings. This pitch is over the top. You can see right there on screen, Krista Reed Thomas, only 60 feet away from that insurance run. And I'm glad to report, as you can see on that shot, the clouds are starting to disperse here at Te Raki Whai Pai Whenua, North Harbour. We've had a couple of showers. We'll make some adjustments to that centerfield camera for the grand final of the Premier Men's. And that walk will push that insurance run in here for Hibiscus Coast. Gideon Maya Baggett has been a machine today. And it looks like that might be time, ladies and gentlemen. And it is. And so it will be Hibiscus Coast that'll go back-to-back champions for 2024 now. And they will be reign supreme. A fantastic game. They got underway really in the 4th innings as we scored 3 runs apiece in the bottom of the 4th for Hibiscus Coast. Then 3 each in the 5th innings. 2 runs to the Bandits in the top of the 6th innings, and they strand the runners on before Hibiscus Coast tag on an insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th innings before time is up. It's a celebration. It's a celebration indeed, because Hibiscus Coast are your 2024 champions of North Harbour. Thank you so much for tuning in for this grand final. Of course, more action to come to you live from Pure Athletics Sports Stadium. It's the Premier Men, probably about a quarter of an hour, I'd say. And we'll get underway with that one. It'll be Northcote Maroon taking on Northcote Gold. Really looking forward to that. We'll see you all back here at Pure Athletics Sports Stadium real shortly. Congratulations, Hibiscus Coast, and of course also to the Bandits in their 2nd place game.